We're live. Hi, everybody. So, I was having all kinds of technical difficulties here. I thought I had everything all set up, and then all of a sudden I'm getting feedback. Ring, ring, ring. All kinds of stupid noises, obnoxious noises. So, I moved things around, and now I'm crooked a little bit, but that's going to have to do it. That's just going to be the way it is. So lots of stuff going on. Um, I will, of course, be at the Warnersville Library next Wednesday. This recording will be done in a recording. It will not be live next Wednesday because I will be at the Warnersville Library and I have not mastered the art of being two places at once. Hi, Brenda. Okay, so that's that. Warnersville Library. Hi, Connie. From 5 to 7. Okay. New catalog's out. I know you guys already know about this, but for anybody who doesn't, this is it. This is the new catalog. That's what it looks like. There, hold it up there. Okay. I can't show you any more than the cover, but I can tell you that there's some new ink colors that are really pretty. I really do like them a lot. There's some nice stamp sets, and unfortunately, every time a new catalog comes out, some old ones go away. So there's some stuff going away that we are gonna miss. But what can I say? Tonight I'm working with one of them, so you're gonna see that in a little bit. Gorgeously made. Hi, Carol. So let's see what else. Easter Sunday. Happy Easter, everybody. I got a little Easter card from Carol. Pretty, huh? Little Easter bunny. Thank you, Carol. With the daisies in the background. That was a great way to use that. Uh the daisy paper for Easter. I know last year the big thing was the daffodils. Everything was daffodils all over the place. So let's see. There's that. What else do we have happening? A lot of stuff on the list that's going away. If anybody needs to see those lists, you can find them out on at my store. If you don't, if you can't get out there or you can't find them, let me know and I'll send them to you. I'm trying to get them right now in an Excel spreadsheet that I can sort because they have the French versions and um, any other languages and things like that. Things are just bundles. I mean, everything's confusing. And let me tell you, it's confusing enough right now. So we have this last chance list of things that are retiring. And then we have a new catalog with an index. And there's stamp sets that aren't on either. And so I sit here and I go, okay, so what's up with that? Well, then we have online exclusives. And so some of this stuff is moving into a different place. So I started trying to pull things off my shelf that didn't belong there. And then I found that, oh, no, that's going to be somewhere else. So let me tell you, folks, if you're confused, you aren't the only ones. I am so confused right now with this whole thing. I really, really wish that they would just put out a list that says these are retiring. End of discussion. These aren't going to be around anymore. Everything else is. That would make it so easy. I guess that would make it too easy, right? Okay, so let's just move on. What we're doing tonight, we're going to use up some designer series paper, and I am going to be using this gorgeously made set because this set has got some of the prettiest paper, just bright, colorful. Let me grab it. I don't even have it out because I already cut everything, but it's all going away. The stamps, the dies, and of course the paper. And since I just had it, oh, there it is. Okay, I have got a lot of this paper. A lot. Okay, this is this stuff. It's like, it's, yeah, I know. I just put the whole pile in front of you. No, it's this stuff. Okay, so you might remember these, the roses. It's just pretty. And then it has a lot of the torn paper look on the back. And there's more roses with the torn paper. So this is a great one for this project because it's got some very bright colors and it's got a lot of nice colors in it. And so that's what we're going to use. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut all of our paper, our designer series paper, into strips, 3/4 of an inch by 5. And okay, this is a Brandy Cox creation. And I copied hers exactly from my sample, but this is not what we're doing. So we're going to do something a little bit different, different papers and stuff. But this is the idea. So I just want to show you this. Isn't this pretty? See how we're just going to put all the papers in all kinds of directions. And hi, Barb. Hey, congratulations, Grandma. Susie, hi. You snuck one in there. And then that's the inside. The inside is just a continuation with a little bit of white showing. So, okay, and then of course for this one, I use the thoughtful expressions because I just love this. I love that set. Okay, so anyway, that's the idea. That's what we're going to end up with. So, my first one, I took, okay, I have a normal card base, 8.5 by 5.5, and plain white. Then we're going to cut a background layer, which could be white or it could be colored. I chose to use fresh freesia as my background. So that's going there. Now our working piece, this is the strip layer, and we're going to have two of them, one for inside and one for outside. This is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Okay, that's the piece we're going to be working with. Have your silicone sheet handy because you are going to be doing a lot of gluing. There's going to be a lot of glue all over the place, trust me. Okay, I'm going to also get myself out of this picture so that you get more of the work. You're welcome, Barb. Barb has a grandson. And I don't have the thing in front of me with his name. So you're gonna have to tell us what his name is. And he does, your daughter and him in the picture that I saw look really, really sweet, really happy. I'm so glad to see that everything worked out well. Susie, what's new? Anything? Let's see, who else we got? We got Connie, we got Brenda, Carol. I think, no, I know that Karen said she could not make it tonight. And Linda might not be back yet. Linda was going to Maryland today. Gosh, I wouldn't want to be in Maryland today with all the traffic. Oh, it's going to be a nightmare for weeks. I hope, Barb, that you don't have to go down that way anytime soon. Okay, anyway, let's go. So now you're going to cut about 15 strips. Get 3 different papers and a white paper. Take a piece of white, one of your layers. Take one of your layer sheets. Like I have mine 4 by 5 1/4, and run it through an embossing folder. Any embossing folder, doesn't matter which one, but it's just this one I have that it's like a cross hatch. Okay, so any of them is fine. And you want to cut some strips of that. So all these strips are 5 inches by 3/4 of an inch. Okay, here's my white ones. Now, on this particular paper, I happen to really like the other side. So, oh wait, do I have, oh dear, I may have really messed this up. because let me just double check something. Yes, I should have three designs of three designer series paper, and I only have two here. I swore I had everything I needed. So let me just quick find something else in this pack and cut my strips. Something that's going to go with that, which would be, oh wait. Oh boy, I have a lot of these too, don't I? But not a different one. Okay, I goofed. I'm going to say this one right here is going to just blend right in there because it goes with all the colors. And I want them 5 inches, so I'm going to cut this at 5 inches. Oh, Susie, so you got all your cards, Easter cards done. Good. That's good. So these are all by 5 by 3/4 of an inch. I really had fun with this paper pumpkin kit because I didn't use the treat boxes. I chose to make them into cards. And it was a little bit challenging trying to figure out what kind of card to do, but I did some Easter cards and baby cards. So yeah, I know of a couple of people who became grandparents in the last couple of weeks, and so I made some baby cards. Okay, take a strip layer. That's your layer. That is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. So I only cut like 5 pieces of that, but that's all we're going to need. It's going to be fine. So what I did with this is I made this one piece, the strip layer. I put a lot of glue on it. Well, when I say a lot of glue, I mean I basically covered the whole piece of paper with strips of glue. Now it's going to spread around as you're putting your strips on it, so you can see what I did there. And then I take a piece and kind of put it here. Leave pieces hanging out. Okay. Leave it hanging out the edge is what I'm trying to say there. Take another piece and bring it this way. So that can kind of get your pattern started. Okay. You can, when I made my first one, I actually laid all the pieces out first, but I pretty much know where I'm going with it this time. So I didn't really think that was too necessary to do. So you just lay your pieces out, hanging off the edge like this. When you get to a little corner like that, just let it go. You'll fill it in with a scrap piece that you have. And don't forget your white. And you want to go in both directions. You want to go here this way, and you want to go this way. Susie, you recognize this? This is one of the creative aids from Brandy Cox. I really enjoy going to the creative aid, and I really enjoy the cards that they come up with. And I use a lot of the cards. I do. I just enjoy them, so I make a lot of them. And see, every now and then you can take it and change direction. Like here, you can go this way or that way, whichever way you want to go. So that's kind of one of the neat parts of this. Now, as you start getting toward the end, your glue is going to start getting a little close to dry, but that's okay. Just keep going. And I'm going to have a couple. I'm just going to cut a scrap here to put on. I told you not to worry about the corners, and now I'm worrying about the corners. So I'm just going to cut a scrap off here and put it here. And do the same here. Excuse me. And I'm going to do the same here. Okay, so that's the whole piece. Isn't that beautiful? I know that looks really funky right now, doesn't it? So now what we're going to do is once we figure everything's dry, now I'll put that back on there. Once we figure everything's dry, we're going to take our cutters. We're going to take this, and you have to be kind of careful with this. Laying your white card. The white card is what you want to line up here. So kind of move it around until you can find a spot that you can see it pretty good, because it will work. It will work as you're going. You'll be able to see more. I really have it hidden here. There we go. That looks like it might work the best. So, Barb, do you get to be at home? Are you taking care of the baby some, or working with Shay or anything? Or are you kind of staying out of it and going out of town? And what are you doing as far as the baby goes? Okay, go here, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to cut the edges off. This side and all four sides. Save these scraps, because when we do the inside, we're going to probably use some of them. You want to get as close to that white card as you can. One more. And that's what our piece looks like. Now, right now, it's there. Okay, I like that better. That way. Yeah, okay. Now what we're gonna do with that, I have cut out of the gorgeously made dies. I cut these branches out, which I'm going to put on here. And I have a grating to put on it. Now, there. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking my greeting is going to just be a thank you on this one. So I'll just pull that right out of this stamp set and stick it on a block. And I think I'm going to use Berry Burst because this is one of the main colors in this piece. Fresh Freesia and Berry Burst. So I'm going to use the Berry Burst and stamp. Thank you. Let's go in one dimensionals. Oh, Barb, you lost connection for a bit. Okay, so I asked if you were helping Shay, and if you were staying at her place at all to help out, or if you are you pretty much just staying away, or are you like there all the time? Are you hanging out with the baby? What's happening? What are you doing? And that's just me being nosy. Now I'm using my handy dandy little glue thing here because this is kind of an intricate piece, and I don't want it to be too tight, but I don't like to leave pieces hanging away too much because I'm always afraid that they'll get ripped going in and out of envelopes. So I just put some dabs of glue here and there just to kind of anchor it down a little bit. So I just have drops here and there. And this piece I'm going to put down with my tweezers. Okay, and then I'm going to take, that I need sequins on this. So I'm going to find some sequins to put on it. I organized these the other day, and I don't know if I organized them or disorganized them because now I can't seem to locate what I'm looking for. Okay, here. No, that's not the right color. It's more of a ruby. I'm looking for more of a, I guess I'll use these. These were the discs. And just put a couple of them here and there. And that will bling it up a little. Okay. And then I guess we'll put the rest of it together. We want to do the same thing on the inside, except the inside. All right, let's do this first. Let's do the front first. I have a layer of fresh freesia going right on the card base. The card base was white. Her boyfriend is taking some time to help her, so that's good. Gosh, how much do you think he'll grow in that week? Okay. Now that's the front. Then on the inside, all we're going to do is just put our strips. Basically, we just kind of want to make a V across here. So I'm going to start it off like this. And this. And then I'm going to build from this going, let's see. And these I can put the strips on. I can glue the strips on, I think. Maybe I shouldn't even try to do that, but I'm going to. Okay, actually, yeah, let's just do this. Just glue up everything from here down. And again, let them all dry. These you might be able to just, sometimes it's easier to cut them with scissors, and sometimes it's easier to cut them with the paper cutter. So whichever you think is easier. And then I want a greeting on the inside, or you could just write yourself, write your note. Now, since this is a thank you card, I usually do leave those blank in the inside. He's so darn cute. Oh, sure, Barb. He was. I saw like I said, I saw a picture on Facebook, and he looks adorable. He really does. So we're going to cut these off again. I did use a couple of these scraps. I'm saving the other scraps because in case I decide to do another one of these cards. But, I think, you can go kind of really bold with these, or you can go really soft. And I kind of sort of like the soft one better. It kind of reminds me of a quilt. And I know we had a quilt card back a while. And this is kind of what it reminds me of. There we go. That's our inside. And this one's a very bold colors. And I'm just going to leave that inside blank there for a note to go in. So that's number one. And number two is the same, really. It's very much the same, except I'm using blues instead of purples. And well, maybe not. Okay, yeah, this is like a Lost Lagoon. And then there's that. And then I did bring in some of the Berry Burst. And I have a scrap here just in case. Excuse me. Right. Once again, the strip layer, the layer where you're going to use to actually put your things on, is a little smaller than normal. Now this would be your front piece. Is 4 by 5 1/4. The strip layers are 5 1/4 by 3 7/8. So it just kind of fits there. You can leave a little bit out showing, a little bit of the color showing. So this is our base. We can glue the Berry Burst piece onto the base. Oh yeah, that would look nice that way, Brenda, on the inside of an envelope flap. So we're going to take this, and again, we're just going to glue it up, coat it with glue, just kind of put strips in here. And they'll spread around. You don't have to worry about missing anything because they will spread around. And then take your different colors. Start them going here, there, and everywhere. Oops. I had two pieces stuck together there. And that's why you use the silicone mat, because it gets goopy. Don't forget to use your white pieces. And you got to go off the edges here a little bit with these pieces so that they don't look funky. I'm going to cut this one off so it doesn't get pulled. And then you get up to this corner here and you have to decide which way you want to go. So I think I'll go this way. and put another piece of this way. And once again, I end up with some pieces that are just tiny little pieces. So I just cut a little piece off and put it there. And now everything's covered. So I'm going to give this a minute to dry. While it's drying, I might just start my inside piece. Okay, I'm running out of things to talk about here. Oh, Joey just came up. Joey got a bath this week. I don't know what he did, what he got into, but he got into something, and he smelled pretty funky. So I said, okay, that's it. You get a bath. And of course, that didn't make him happy. He really hates to get baths. He really hates water. He never liked when I had the pool. He never liked being around the pool. Never wanted to have anything to do with it. Now, I really would like another piece of this, so I cut it off of there. And then I have two small pieces. Oops. Okay. Everybody ready for Easter? Anybody have any big plans for Easter? Going away anywhere? I know we're just having some family over for dinner. It'll be kind of quiet. Anything interesting? Anybody making anything interesting? Anything? I mean, my husband said, "What do we make? What are we having?" And I said, "Well, I guess you have ham on Easter. I don't know. Does anybody have anything else besides ham? Anybody have any interesting traditions for Easter?" I know ham and sweet potatoes. Oh, and my mom always makes potato salad because she makes excellent potato salad, and that just always seems to be the hit. So I'll have potato salad, and I'm gonna make a big salad, big green salad with a lot of fruit because I love putting Oh, Connie ham and turkey. You have a pretty big group coming too, don't you? So you need both. Um, I'm just going to do a big green salad with a lot of fruit too. I like to put strawberries and blueberries and things like that in the salads and maybe some nuts, all kinds of different stuff. Keep it interesting. Okay, this one is very dark, but it kind of looks neat, I think. It's kind of funny because when you're getting the colors, the paper, and you're laying it out, you don't, it's hard to envision what it's going to look like when it's all done. Yeah, not as many for his Christmas. Only 13. Oh, geez. That's enough for me. Yeah, I can remember you talking at Christmas about the big gang. It's kind of fun, I guess. I guess it gets old though too after, because I only have, well, my brother, his fiance, and his stepdaughter, and that's it. And my mom. Trying to figure a dessert. My husband thinks he wants apple pie or cherry pie. I was thinking, I don't know. I was thinking chocolate cream pie would be good. What did he do for Easter? He did candy, right? Chocolate. Okay, so here's our basics. Here's our front. We're going to glue this on the front, just like the other one. And I'm actually doing everything the same as the other one, except for the greeting. Okay, that goes on the front. This will go on the inside. And I'm going to use my go-to greetings to make a thank you. And go-to greetings is going away. I think that's well, I guess maybe everybody has it that wants it, but it's just so useful. Happy birthday in 3 different sizes. Thank you in a bunch of different sizes. Just a note. Thinking of you. I mean, what could be easier? Okay, and I'm not going to put it on that piece. I'm going to put it in this piece. And I'm going to do it in Lost Lagoon. Oh, and since I'm doing that, I love this. It's in Happy and Heartfelt. It says, being awesome is just your thing. Since I put thank you on the outside, I'm going to put that on the inside. And again, I'm going to put the thank you on dimensionals. And then I have cut out in Blue Lagoon and Um, oh, that other pretty peacock. That's it. And I'm going to put those there. Once again, with a drip drop here and a drip drop there. Now, I'm thinking about some bling on these. I think you could actually do one of these sets of leaves in gold. That would be pretty. It would really offset it. Oh, did you? Oh, Connie, that's a good idea. Washi tape. Yeah. And I think on this one, I'm going to put some butterflies. There. This is, washi tape is a great idea, but I'll tell you what, this is a great way to use up some of that designer series paper. But I do like the idea of washi tape if you want to do something like this and you have some. That probably is easy to stick on. Heck of a lot easier than all the glue. Okay, so these are very bold. This one's very soft. I like the soft, but I kind of like the bold too. And this one says, being awesome is just your thing. I was going to do a happy birthday, and they just ended up both being thank you cards. But they'll work, right? Okay, so that's the sample. These are the two I showed you. I'm glad you like them. Coconut cream pie, Susie. Ooh, good idea. Or lemon meringue would be good too. Mm. Do you make your own or do you buy it out? I would buy it out. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you. Um, I guess that's it. Next week is going to not be live. It's going to be taped. So remember that. And I will see you all the week after. Thanks for joining me and have a great Easter. Good night, everybody. Oh, hi, Lisa. Gotcha, Susie. Okay, good night, everybody.